You are lying awake at night. Your body is still, but your mind is racing. It is playing a frantic game of chess with a future that does not yet exist. You are calculating outcomes. You are planning for every potential disaster. You are replaying conversations that have not yet happened. You analyze every possible move on a board that is entirely imaginary. What if I lose my job? What if this relationship ends? What if I make the wrong decision? Each question is a ghost. Each scenario is a shadow. And you believe this is responsible. You believe this is what it means to be prepared. During the day, this continues. You live in a state of constant low-grade alert. You are managing threats that have not materialized. You are solving problems that are only probabilities. This attempt to control the future, to predict and neutralize every danger, is utterly exhausting. It steals the joy from your present moment. It robs you of your peace. It turns the beautiful, unpredictable landscape of life into a series of threats that must be managed. You are living in a prison of prediction, and you have come to believe that the walls of this prison are what keep you safe. But what if I told you that you are not planning for the future? What if I told you that with every worried thought, you are actively creating it? This is the fundamental misunderstanding that keeps millions of people locked in a cycle of anxiety and disappointment. Your worry is not a passive observation of potential outcomes. It is an active broadcast. It is a powerful, energetic signal you are sending out into the quantum field. The quantum field is not a storyteller. It is a mirror. It does not listen to your hopeful words, spoken for 5 minutes in the morning. It responds to the dominant, underlying feeling you embody for hours throughout the day. And for many, that feeling is fear. Let's look at the science of this. Your brain does not know the difference between a vividly imagined negative event and one that is actually happening. From a neurological perspective, they are nearly identical. When you spend your time worrying about a future failure, you are firing and wiring the neural networks associated with that failure. You are teaching your brain and your body on a cellular level exactly what that loss or disappointment feels like. You are, quite literally, practicing for a future you do not want. This mental rehearsal has a profound physiological effect. Your worry activates your sympathetic nervous system. This is your body's ancient fight-or-flight response. A cascade of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline floods your system. Your heart rate increases, your breathing becomes shallow, your muscles tense. You are physically living in a state of high alert, a state of threat, even if you are sitting safely in your own home. When this becomes your chronic day-to-day state, this feeling of threat becomes the dominant frequency you broadcast. Now, let's connect this to the quantum field. This field of infinite potential is constantly listening, but it does not understand words. It understands the language of energy and vibration. The chronic state of threat generated by your worry is a clear, powerful, and consistent signal. The field, in its perfect neutrality, does not judge this signal. It simply responds. It says, the dominant frequency I am receiving is fear. It is scarcity. It is the expectation of things going wrong, understood, and it begins to arrange the unformed probabilities of your future into experiences that perfectly match the feeling of threat and scarcity. Your anxiety about the future is a prayer for chaos, and the universe always answers your most consistent prayer. This is the feedback loop from which there seems to be no escape. You worry about the future. That worry creates a frequency of fear. The quantum field reflects that frequency back to you as negative circumstances. And when those circumstances appear, your mind says, "See, I was right to worry. I must worry even more to protect myself." Your attempt to control the future is the very mechanism that creates a future that needs controlling. You are both the prisoner and the architect of your own predictive prison. But what if there was another way? What if, instead of predicting the future, you could learn to create it from a place of power, not fear? This brings us to a great misunderstanding, a core belief that keeps us locked in the prison of prediction. We believe that if we stop controlling, everything will fall apart. We think our constant vigilance is the only thing preventing chaos. But from a quantum perspective, the opposite is true. Your obsessive need for control is not a display of power. It is a form of energetic resistance. It is a loud, clear broadcast of distrust to the universe. Every worried thought is a declaration. I do not believe I will be okay unless I manage every detail. And the quantum field, in its infinite wisdom, honors your belief. It provides you with a reality that constantly requires your management. True power is not found in micromanaging the infinite details of the external world. That is a game you can never win. True power lies in mastering the one thing you have absolute control over, your own frequency. The shift from controller to creator does not happen by trying harder. It happens by learning a new way of being. This new way is built on 3 fundamental pillars. The first pillar is reclaiming the present. Your point of power is not in the future. It is not in the past. It is always and only in the now. You cannot create your future from the future. You can only create it in this present moment. Your anxiety lives in the future, but your power lives now. So, the first step is to anchor yourself here. Let us do this together, right now. Feel your feet flat on the floor. Feel the solid ground beneath you. Notice the weight of your body in your chair. Look around the room and silently name 3 things you can see: a lamp, a book, a window. Now, notice 3 sounds you can hear: the hum of a computer, a distant bird, your own breath. Finally, feel 1 sensation in your body: the temperature of the air on your skin, the texture of your clothes. This is not just a mindfulness trick. This is an act of energetic sovereignty. You are consciously withdrawing your life force from the imaginary, powerless scenarios of the future. You are anchoring it in the only place where true creation is possible. The more you practice this, the more you train your mind to stay here, where your power is. The second pillar is conscious embodiment. This is where we actively begin to create. Most people try to think their way to a better future, but the field does not respond to your thoughts alone. It responds to the feeling you embody. So instead of asking, "What if it all goes wrong?" we must learn to ask a new question. What is the feeling tone of my desired future feel like in my body right now? Close your eyes for a moment. Do not visualize a specific outcome. Do not try to picture the money, the person, or the job. Instead, feel the emotion. What does the feeling of security feel like in your body? Is it a calm, steady warmth in your chest? A deep relaxation in your belly? What does the feeling of creative flow feel like? Is it a sense of expansion in your mind? A lightness in your being? What does the feeling of unconditional love feel like? Is it an openness around your heart, a gentle compassion? Choose one of these feelings. Breathe into it, embody it now, without any reason from the external world. This is the key. You are generating the frequency of the solved problem, not trying to figure out the solution. You are aligning your body with an answer that already exists as a potential in the quantum field. You are becoming a vibrational match for it. The third pillar is the profound practice of surrender. This is perhaps the most misunderstood concept of all. Surrender is not passivity. It is not giving up. Surrender is the ultimate act of power and trust. It is the conscious decision to release your grip on how the outcome must unfold. Think of it like ordering from a cosmic kitchen. Your job is to decide what you want to feel, the meal you want to eat. You place this order by embodying that frequency as we just practiced. Once the order is placed, your job is to trust the master chef of the universe to prepare it for you. Your worry, your anxiety, your need to control, that is you running into the kitchen. You are banging on pots and pans. You are telling the chef how to chop the vegetables. You are questioning their methods. This does not speed up the process. It only adds the energy of chaos and distrust to your meal. Surrender is leaning back at your table. It is enjoying the present moment. It is trusting that the perfect meal is being prepared for you in a way that is far more brilliant than you could have planned. This is the fundamental shift in operation. You move from a mind that predicts and controls to a body that feels and trusts. You evolve from a manager of details to a creator of frequencies. And when you make this shift, the universe can finally begin to work for you, not against you. So, what happens when you truly let go? What does life look like when you stop predicting and start creating? The first thing you will notice is not a dramatic change in your external world. It is a profound shift in your internal one. A quiet sense of peace descends. The constant frantic noise of the worrying mind begins to fade. You wake up in the morning, and the first feeling is not dread, but a gentle curiosity for the day. This is the first sign that your frequency is stabilizing. From this new baseline of inner calm, the external world begins to respond. You stop chasing answers, and answers start finding you. This is the experience of synchronicity. The right idea appears at the right time. An unexpected email arrives. A conversation with a stranger opens a new door. This is not magic. This is physics. When your signal is clear and coherent, you become a resonant receiver for ideas, opportunities, and connections that match your new frequency. The universe is not a passive field. It is an intelligent participatory reality. When you align with it, it co-creates with you. You will find that problems begin to solve themselves in elegant and unexpected ways. Solutions appear that your controlling mind could never have conceived of. This is the field bringing the how to you, once you have committed to the what on a vibrational level. But be aware, your mind, the master controller, will not give up its job easily. It has been trained for years to believe that worry is productive. The ego wants to feel in control. So, as you practice this new way of being, the old programs will try to pull you back. The mind will whisper, "Is this really working? You should be doing something. It is irresponsible to be this calm." It will present you with new reasons to fear the future. This is a crucial moment. This is the recalibration. Your task is not to fight these thoughts. It is not to argue with them. Your task is to notice them with the calm detachment of an observer. See them for what they are. They are echoes of an old frequency, a ghost from a timeline you are no longer living in. Acknowledge the thought, and then, gently, return to the anchor of the present moment. Return to your breath. Return to the feeling of your desired future in your body. Every time you do this, you weaken the old neural pathway. You strengthen the new one. You are teaching your system, moment by moment, that your safety does not come from control. It comes from your connection to the present. You hold all the power. The future is not a terrifying destination to be avoided. It is an unpainted canvas, and you are the artist. Your frequency is the paint, and the present moment is your only canvas. Stop trying to paint a future that is distant. Instead, dip your brush in the rich, vibrant feeling of the future you desire, and paint your now with that color. Paint your now with peace. Paint your now with trust. Paint your now with wholeness, and the masterpiece of your future will emerge effortlessly from the strokes you make today. You are not the predictor of your reality. You are, and have always been, its creator.